By the end of this speech, I would like the audience to think of the negative impact advertisers and the media have on impressionable young people, risking their health and, in many cases, possibly their lives, adopting unhealthy habits, emulating the images of skinny models portrayed in many of today's advertisers' ideal of beauty. Recent news reports as far away as the South Pacific to landlocked Central African countries, more impressionable adolescents are reporting for the first time the problems of anorexia and bulimia. The causes is directly related to the influence of images from magazines and television promoted by Western media, their perception of what beauty should look like. These reports are of more and more people suffering mild to serious physical and psychological sickness, placed on them directly exposing vulnerable adolescents, impressionable, in many cases generally insecure people to begin with. Pressured by constant images believing they must do anything and everything to look like the images portrayed in ads, favorite television commercials. Staying beautiful at any cost, they unwittingly would kill themselves to look like their idols. There are not just one victim in many of these situations. The pressure to possess the must-have body at any cost have driven many families to the financial and psychological brink, having to deal with the sick member. The potential for physical and psychological damage to the body and mind of the impressionable is very real. The mental sickness manifests itself in many forms. Extreme anxiety due to unknowingly putting the body through the stress of anorexia. A real struggle not just for the many individuals, male and females. This problem tears at the whole family structure. Many will attempt to hide the problems. Most will be successful in the beginning, copying the impossibly thin models portrayed in the advertisements and from their favorite television shows. Eventually they all will fail due to health issues, and a lucky few will find help from friends and family. Some, however, will have done such great job of hiding this disease they will inevitably be a fatality statistic to a very serious form of mental illness. Many will begin this dangerous journey by adopting an unhealthy habit of eating and throwing up. Some will choose to eat very little just to begin to fit the mold portrayed by the media's concept of beauty. The effect and the influence advertisers have on many vulnerable consumers today reaches into the realm of mind control. Advertisers' television program and print ads using attractive, skinny models, actors, selling everything from electronics, clothing, and toys, and anything else made for the consumer. Advertisers have done a great amount of research on psychology, habits on the young, naive, and impressionable people. Advertisers know what the hot buttons are and how to push them. Most people with the disease will never recognize they have a problem until it's much too late. Researchers has shown the increase of hospitals dealing with anorexia and the greater numbers of young people being prescribed antidepressant drugs has a direct connection to the false sense of beauty coming directly from the constant comparison they make of themselves to images of others in commercials and who they see on television shows. Statistics will show this problem have different degrees of seriousness. Mild, then to serious. Research has shown that many of these problems can be traced to adolescence and self-image problems, to peer pressure, and making those people more vulnerable. The multi-billion-dollar commercial industry is too large, and there is too much money to be made by companies selling their products and wares, using sex and beauty, the two best tools to sell pretty much anything and everything. No one or no organization can stop the unrealistic portrayal of what can be shown and said about beauty. Advertisers will continue to use the easy and important tool of sex and beauty to sell their product. It's sometimes impossible and difficult to talk to and explain to an adolescent person that they may have a problem. Sometimes ignoring the problem seems like the easy thing to do. I believe if you care for that person, reach out to them. It's never too late to find and get help for the person you care for the most. Usually it's someone very close to you. Thank you.